is the name. And in this video, I just wanted to talk about this Ja Morant situation. So Ja Morant was recently suspended um, for flashing a gun or showing a gun in another IG live video. And this is his second time being suspended for a pretty much the same kind of situation. Well, very similar situation. A gun on IG, and yeah. So the reason I want to come on here and talk about this is because me and my son ended up having a conversation about this, and it kind of just made me start looking at this situation, I guess, like in a different light. So of course everybody is like coming down on him. The first time it was like they came down, they suspended him from games, and it hurt his team and his fans, and it hurt his endorsements, and he missed out on a lot of money. But it also made me wonder, like, I guess, like, what the what the totality of the reason why that he's getting suspended and things like that. Yeah, I know he had some other stuff going on, some kids saying that he flashed a gun on him and stuff like that. Yeah, I get the fact that we want to prevent him from like self-destructing and maybe flashing a gun, because I thought the first time he really got mainly in trouble because either how he was traveling, having a gun in a club, maybe he wasn't supposed to have one in the club or wherever he was at. I get that. He get in trouble showing a gun on IG. I get it. It's his IG, things like that. But what I'm starting to like lose understanding came from what my son said. He was talking about like his teachers, you know, maybe having to have cleaned their IG or their Facebook posts before either becoming teachers or right after they became teachers. They needed to like go back and make sure their stuff was clean because they could lose their jobs for it and things like that. So some of that I do understand, but if it's because you have a gun, I don't quite understand that. Now, if you're doing illegal activity with a gun, yeah, I get it. You ride around, well, not necessarily ride around, because you can ride around in your car with your gun, right? It's not illegal to do that. Maybe sneaking a gun in a club that says no guns allowed in here is technically like illegal. Like, that's illegal, right? If the establishment say you can't have your gun in here. Now, if the establishment says no, you're allowed to have your gun in here, we're cool because you're a celebrity or you got security or you licensed to carry a certain kind of way, and they let you in, that's not illegal. Now, I get that they got some kind of endorsement situation and they have certain, I guess, protocol when it comes to your IG posts and things like that. But I have, like, you could look this up. Go look this up. You can look up NBA players with guns, right? And you'll see, respectfully, my favorite player, LeBron James, at the shooting range with an assault rifle. You'll see, who I always knew had guns from when I was young. I used to see, like, him talking about hunting and stuff like that. It was Karl Malone. Karl Malone is a known gun toter. He's a hunter, all of that. And that had always been that. Is it because Ja Morant is playing music and dancing to music, like, rap music, like hood rap music, and showing a gun? What is it that is causing them to feel a way about him having his gun when, like, is it different if he was just at the gun range with a gun on IG? Is that different? Sorry, it's raining out here. I don't know if you guys can hear it because I'm mic'd up. But I don't know if that is different because he is in a club or he's in his car with his friends listening to rap music. So I don't necessarily see the legal reason, at least in this last one. In this last one, he was in the car with his friends. They vibing to some music. I don't know where they was at. They could have been in their yard. They could have been, You know, I don't know where they were, right? But they were riding, they was listening. It could have been a blocked off street. I don't know. Hold on, Jason Williams, he was playing with his gun, and that. So while L23 says there was an NBA player named Jason Williams, he was playing with his gun and accidentally killed a man, and he served time for that. Yeah, but that's it. So in that situation, he accidentally killed somebody. I get it, but is it illegal to play with your gun? Is it illegal to play with your gun? It's illegal when you kill somebody, but is it actually illegal to play with your gun? No, it's not illegal for that. It's like we don't. The gun might be empty, you know. We don't know what that is. It's still not necessarily an illegal situation. Now, is it maybe something we want to say? Hey man, hey man, chill now. Don't do nothing crazy with it. But it's not necessarily an illegal situation. They have him. They are suspending him and costing him hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars because he's on IG with his gun. It's NBA players on the news with their gun. Like, is it like what is the actual difference? Is it the way that he has the gun? And okay, hold on. Let me read what YL23 is saying. It says, well, the way Ja be brandishing his gun, he implies that he will shoot a person, not an animal, not a target. And again, is that illegal unless you're threatening someone? Is it illegal to say, oh, I'll shoot somebody? Or if you're rapping a song, does it incriminate you because you're rapping the lyrics of a song because you have a gun in your hand? Like, it is not illegal to say, I'll shoot somebody. It's not illegal to do that. Ja signed a contract saying he will follow the NBA rules. Now that I understand, right? What are the NBA rules exactly? Because now we're having to be left up to interpretation. He wasn't on his IG live, it was somebody else's IG live because the guy turned the camera around to him and he was doing what he was doing. This time, the last time it was different. And I thought that it was mainly because he was either on the road with the team, shouldn't have had a gun, and had the gun or had a gun in a location that he shouldn't have had a gun in. But just being on your IG live with a gun, like now if you go to the gun range, is it now suspension if you go to the gun range? Or is it if you're listening to music while dancing around with your gun? That is like, who is I don't understand who is determining this. He must not care about his image because it may go against his endorsement contract guidelines. Even if it is legal, he is still he's still representing other brands. Yeah. I get that. Look, I get that. I get it. But at what point, like where is the line being drawn? Where is the line? Because everybody's just talking about, oh man, he on IG again with a gun. Do you know how many people, how many celebrities, how many NBA players, how many whatever have been publicly with guns? If you go hunting and you're recording you hunting, is that illegal? I mean, is that, because they talk about it as though it's illegal. Like he did something illegal. The reason why he can be back on live again and still have his gun privileges is because he didn't actually do an illegal act. If he did an illegal act, then he wouldn't be able to have his gun, right? But he's able to have a gun because he was never, I guess he never lost his gun rights. Whatever it is, whatever legal situations he's facing now, I don't know. But it's not necessarily illegal having a gun on IG Live. That's all I'm saying, right? But that's what the media and everything make it seem like, now is he gonna lose money because maybe the company that he works for doesn't like for him to have his gun? That's like I was saying with my son. My son is in middle school, and we were just talking about like his teachers having to clean their social medias because they may have a gun. They may be a licensed, legal carrying gun toter, and they have their gun, and they got a post of it or a picture of it on Instagram, and they feel uncomfortable having it there now with them being teachers because they feel like it could cost them a job. So they take it down, right? Now, protect the bag at all costs. I agree, protect the bag, right? But why is that necessarily? Because it's not like they turned the gun in. They still got a gun, you know? They still have the gun. It's not like they say, oh, well, I'm a teacher now, let me turn the gun in. I don't want to have a gun anymore. It's just that now they have to hide who they really are, you know? And I don't see any, I think it might be maybe unsafe if he has a loaded weapon and he ride around putting guns to his head. But whatever he decide to do, in entertainment, I done seen rappers do everything. I done seen, them do all kind of stuff with props, guns, like real guns, prop guns, whatever, bazookas, grenades. I done seen them do some of everything. But if he's just enjoying himself and that's his version of turning up, and nobody's getting hurt, I don't know why it's treated as though he's breaking the law. He's not really breaking the law there. And is it just because of the music that he's playing? Because it was like he was playing like NBA YoungBoy. I think both times he was playing NBA YoungBoy was playing. I don't know. I think the last time though was definitely NBA YoungBoy. He with his friends, they vibing, they having a good time. My friends love guns. At least 2 or 3 of my friends, family members, love guns, right? So you put something on, they like, oh yeah, gun might not be loaded, whatever, but they love guns. And not to say that they out here gonna shoot somebody or whatever, but they might rap the lyrics, and if you come playing with them, like you try and rob them, try to hurt their family, they probably will. But it's not illegal to do that. It's not illegal. Like it's like, is it that we can't enjoy the gun? With people go to gun range, they love shooting, they shooting all kind of targets. You see people do this all the time. Go to gun ranges, go to shooting ranges, and put on tactical gear and all that. But for whatever reason, Ja Morant, yeah, he playing with his gun, whatever. But for whatever reason, it is almost looked at as though he's breaking the law. But he's not actually. That's the only one that's the only reason I'm wondering is like, is there something more? Is there some line that I don't know exists? Let me see. Okay. It's not up to interpretation because they warned him if this was his first time that would be cool, but they specifically told him not to do that again. Ja said, okay. What did they specifically tell him not to do? This is what you're saying is kind of what I'm wondering. What did they specifically tell him not to do? Be on social media with a firearm? Be on his social media with a firearm? Own a firearm? Like, are they taking away his legal rights to owning a firearm legally? Like what are they saying exactly? Can he not go to a gun range and post it on social media? Can he not go show himself purchasing a gun? Like what is this exactly? People get fired every day for doing legal things. Every job I ever got fired for trying to read, fired for was 100% legal things that I did. I missed too many days at work. I missed too many days at work. They can't fire me because I don't. I didn't break the law. He's representing the NBA. That's what I'm saying. I get it. He represents the NBA, but a lot of people represent the NBA, and a lot. Look, you can look it up. Look up LeBron James at the fire range. Look it up. You can look up Karl Malone hunting big guns. It's never been. I don't know what's happening right now. Don't if NBA player like Gilbert Arenas, shout out to the homie, but Gilbert Arenas, you know, gun in the locker room, threatening people, you know, whatever, you know, I get it. I get that. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about actually at the gym, at the game, on the court. We're talking about on his own time. If he wants to flash guns on Instagram, he is free to do that. He would just have to give up his job at the NBA to do that. Okay, so I hear that, right? But is the goalpost moving, or is this something different? I'm talking about rights now. If your employee do that, would you keep him? Yes, I would keep my employee. If my employee did that, would I keep him? Yes. If my employee did that at work, that's completely different. If my employee is online threatening to hurt somebody, then that's a different situation. If he's just playing music and turning up and he has a gun and he's legitimately owns a gun, it's nothing. I don't see the issue with that. Now, I get it. If you got a brand representation and you say, hey, I don't want children seeing this because, you know, you represent an organization, you represent a brand, cool, I get it. We're going to have a talk. Hey, don't be on your Instagram showing guns. No, you're not on your Instagram showing guns. Somebody else's Instagram turn their thing around and you just happen to have a gun in your hand. Hey, it is what it is. But, and you listen to music. I've seen LeBron James win. I'm not fronting. You gotta understand. First of all, most of the guys that I have employed or do anything with are street guys, and like you gotta understand too. I'm from the street too. I'm from the hood. Like I'm not there no more, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But there is like I said, my folks, they love guns. They absolutely love guns. Now, it's different if they threatening people and whatever, or they threaten people they work with and stuff like that. And employees do tend to get into it with each other at work or you know, on their personal side, because they build relationships while they're working with each other. And then when those relationships don't work out, you know, so have I had to get rid of people because of work-related issues? Yes. But what they doing on their own time, or them talking junk about somebody, as long as they not threatening them, they can be like, man, I can't stand here, I can't. Cool, I ain't tripping. But if you get to talking like, yo, I'm gonna hurt somebody next time, oh, you gotta go. But if you just playing music and you vibing, you turning up, do you know? I remember the first time. Hold on. Most street people don't want to do that. I don't know. So I don't know what you mean by most street people don't want to do that. Most street people I know, you got to understand, there are people who are still very, 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 very street, where this isn't even a crazy thing. This isn't a bad thing that like it's not. If you've been doing this or seeing this kind of behavior your whole life, if everybody around you has never really had to care about your public image in a way where you can't be hard, because think about it. Think about let's talk about street people. Think about all the street people who you know who started doing music, and well, maybe not you, but think about the ones who flash guns in their music videos. Think about it. Do you know why they're doing this? They have never been told that this is a bad idea by anybody that they were around close proximity, because they want to appear hard anyway. You think about all the rappers that he getting in trouble listening to. That's what they do. They show guns. They got videos with a bunch of young men with, 30 guns and, surrounding, you know what I mean? They all are turning up with the guns. And people gravitate towards that who like that kind of thing. They love that. They oh man, you see that? I got one of them. When they watching the video, they pausing the video and see what kind of gun they got. Now the police doing the same thing. They pause the video trying to see why this 12-year-old got a gun in here, and it's not healthy. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm saying that when I'm talking about real street, they ain't never had a real job before. Yeah. So see what you said? Yeah, he's a big dummy. He might be, because we're talking about millions and millions of dollars at stake. Now I would not want to do that, and I see the value in having a clean cut image. My son, see, growing up, I'm from bottom. I grew up in Tallahassee, but I'm from Frenchtown. Called the Basin Street Projects. Used to hustle out of Joe Lewis projects. Got a bunch of partners that used to be in Basin Street, so I used to travel over there too. I come from, savage shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with me coming from there, me deciding I want to change up. See, money doesn't make you smarter. Money doesn't make you make smarter decisions. Money is just money. So we think somebody get money, and this is my accountant hat talking right now. So money doesn't necessarily make you make smart decisions. Money is just money. Think about all of the young artists who got in bad situations. And I'm just using rappers as an example because everybody seems to know all of the moves that rappers make. But having money doesn't make you make smart decisions. It doesn't make you eat healthy. It doesn't make you, these are all personal choices that you have to make internally. So having $280 million, he just got $280 million. Like this, he's really, really good at basketball. He's really, really good at basketball. But we don't know what he's been through. I don't know what he's been through. People assume that they know. People assume about me. They have no idea. I've been in the shootout for 25 minutes, crawling around in the dark. You know how long 25 minutes is in the shootout? I've been in the shootout for 25 minutes. There was a period of time, I got old videos of when I was doing events and, I was still in the streets, still doing whatever. But I watched those videos and people interviewing me, and I couldn't even talk. I was doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I know, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's really how I used to talk. It's crazy. I couldn't, going back and watching it, it's like, I can't believe that was me. I look crazy. Mouth full of goals, I still got goals. I still got grills. But I'm just saying, seeing me, chains, big diamond chains on, mouth full of gold, can't talk. It's crazy to see that. But there was no, I didn't know I looked like, you know what I'm saying? My real life was like that, But you won't know if you just see me and you say, dang, if I go do something stupid, you just know I've been through things. I got PTSD. I really been through shootouts for 25 minutes crawling around in the dark. And the police had to come in and get on the floor with us because they were still shooting. You know what I'm saying? So it's glass everywhere. I didn't have to go through that. But you won't know that about me. So you just assume, oh, he got this good life, he made this much money, he got this many cars, why he acting like that, he got a Porsche. But you don't know what it might have been like for me, or what I might even still be going through, or the family members that I might still be associated with, or every time I go to my mama's house, because maybe I ain't got enough money to move my mama yet. So I might still have to go to the hood, or all my cousins still in the hood, or this and this. You just don't know what somebody going through. But we're all assuming that somebody should know better or do better just because they situation. They gotta have time to grow and stuff like that. And I'm not making no excuse for what he did. I'm saying I honestly don't know. I get it. He represent a brand, but that's fine. They're gonna suspend him. Okay, cool. That's what they want to do. But they making it seem like he like broke the law. But he's the only one that I'm seeing them do stuff like this with, because he's definitely not the only one who's had guns on social media and stuff like that. Definitely not. That's what I'm trying to say. He's definitely not. But is it in the mannerisms that they disagree with? Like, how do they define what's acceptable and what's not? I don't know. But I don't necessarily see anything necessarily wrong with what he's doing. If I'm enjoying shooting my gun outside, and I'm outside like, yeah, and I'm shooting in my backyard, why would my job fire me? I don't see how that, when I do my job professionally, I'm great at what I do. I get it, you got branding issues and stuff like that, but I don't understand. I don't understand. If politicians can do it, I don't get it. Said, hold on, let me read, let me catch up. Hold on. Okay. These young kids don't get it. What else? I hope he get it straightened out for his family's sake. As black people, we need to stop making excuses for the one that messing up. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to go through his thing. I think he's gonna have to go through his thing. And I'm not like out here trying to be like, oh man, they always trying to oppress the black people. I don't necessarily think this is a black thing, because like I'm saying, I've seen other NBA stars with guns on social media, and it's not an issue. I don't know if it's the style at which that he's doing it, or what they deem as acceptable behavior with a firearm. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what the standard actually is, because it would be absurd unless they've changed and said nobody can have a gun on social media. But there's NBA players on the news with guns and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can look this stuff up. I just don't understand what it is, because it sounds ridiculous. Now, I get it if it was like, okay, something that was maybe federally against the law, that was state legal, like, say, like marijuana. Marijuana is state legal in certain states, but federally it's not legal. So maybe the advertisers don't want you having trees or smoking or whatever. So, because it's federally still not acceptable. So maybe you shouldn't be on there smoking and firing up blunts and stuff like that while you're still a player. Okay. But the guns is legal in all 50 states. Like, are NBA players not able to even say who they want to vote for? Like, because you got gun laws there too. Like, if you say, no, I'm a gun-toting citizen, I believe in carrying my gun, whatever. Like, what is the actual thing? Gun is a tool, not for to show off and threatening someone with. Who did he threaten? That's what I'm saying. Who did he threaten? Give me the name of the person he threatened with a gun on the IG Live. Because I'm not saying that he didn't have other things going on. He might. He definitely might. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, if the standard is IG or Facebook, am I not allowed, besides just Ja Morant, as a person, am I not allowed to have a gun? If it's legally, I can have a gun. Am I not allowed to post that I have a gun? Like, it's so crazy to me. But I know that their stuff is different. The NBA, they signing, they got agreements and endorsements and all of that kind of stuff. I get that. But the mass majority is acting as though he committed a crime. When having a gun in your car is not necessarily a crime. And I don't know what club he was at, but if the club owner let him into a private establishment and said it's okay for you to have your gun, he got his gun. He like, yeah, I got it. Keep it on me. Yeah, and he rapping songs. It's not against the law. I remember. Hold on. Calling it pointed guns at the Indian Pacers, not guns, but the lasers from the guns. Okay, would you do it though? Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. All right. There have been incidents. He fought a kid. He threatened to kill it. He threatened mall security. I know. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that he ain't had no incidents, but for those, he would have to go to court for and prove that he did those things, because it's hearsay, I guess. Like, there's no footage of him. Like, he didn't get suspended for that. He got suspended for the IG post. That's what I'm talking about. So now, and people, plenty of people get into stuff or whatever like that. So I get that, but that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to like what he's actually in, like what the media is going crazy for, and what he's actually being accused of has nothing to do with that. Would I do it? Would I do it? Crime against his opportunity. Now, me, no. The person that I am today, absolutely not. Have I done stupid stuff in the past, not thinking that they were stupid things? Let me tell you something stupid I did. It wasn't even stupid. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you in a certain mindset, it don't seem stupid. Like, okay, when I was in the military, I was in my first year in the military or something like that. My first year, and I'm straight out the trap. Like, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still like there. You know, it took me years to get out of that kind of mindset, because I was literally plucked out the ghetto and sent to Germany and stuff. So I'm over there in the military. I already had gold grills since I was young. So I order another grill, right, while I'm in Germany. It comes in the mail. The guy sends it to me in the mail. I think I went home, did the mold, came back to Germany, and he sent it to me in the mail. So it comes. I get my grill. I'm in uniform now. I get my grill, you know, from the mail thing. I go to the restroom. I rinse it all, get a jewelry rag, wipe it up. And I'm like, man, I'm looking at it shining. I'm like, well, shoot, I'm finna just go to the crib. So let me just put it in and see what it look like. I put it in, it snap in. It's tough, like it hurt, because it's real tight. My head hurt. I'm trying to get it out. I can't get it out. And my dog like, hey, bro, you can give me a ride to the crib. I'm in the car. So I'm like, man, come on. So he come get in the car. He like, hey, let me see the grill. I'm in uniform, but I'm going home. So I'm in the car. I'm showing him the grill. He like, dang, that's crazy. He said, oh, man, I forgot. Stop the track real quick. I got to go drop this bag off. I'm like, all right, cool. Just a little book bag or whatever. And then, so I pull him up over there by the track. He out the car talking to somebody. He get on the bag. They like, oh, man, you got a grill? Like, yeah, bro, you just got a... So I'm like showing them the grill. And so next thing I know, I'm out the car talking to people. And, you know, everybody asks me where I get the grill from, how much it costs. I'm telling them everything. But it's just, I'm right here by the gate. I'm about to leave. Ain't nothing here but us, just being the homies. You know what I'm saying? So the dude, like, he take pictures for the track team. So he got the camera. And he said, bro, that grill hard as hell. And he take a picture. And I'm like, hold on, look, get it right now. But this the homie, so it's like me taking a picture for the homie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, He take the picture. 3 weeks later, you know, I go home. You know what I'm saying? I had to get a wire to pry the grill out. It was so tight. So I get it out. So 3 weeks later, we sit in the auditorium. I'm chilling. I'm in the Air Force. They talking about gangs in the military. I'm chilling. Hell no, they got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? They talking about GDs in the military, and, you know, some Crips and Bloods in the military, but there's a lot of GDs in Germany. So I'm just chilling. They showing these different slides, showing gang signs tagged on military buildings, different military members, and, you know, with their bandanas and stuff like that. They talk about the statistics, a guy had just had died because he was trying to get out the game, and they had to beat him. They beat him up for him to get out the game, but he died in his sleep. So that's why it was this big thing. But they talking about gangs in the military. I'm chilling. I've been here like, I don't know. I ain't been at base that long. I'm new to Germany. I'm chilling though. They pull up a slide of me. Like, this is part of the briefing for the Air Force for the whole Germany, like all the bases in Germany. So they pull up these different slides, and they pull up this slide of me. And it's like gangs in the military. And I'm standing there, mouth full of coke. Like with the top, they had the bottom end, I had the top end. And I'm standing there like that in uniform, right? I'm actually in here. They don't know who I am, right? The guy from I don't know why he turned the picture in of me, or who saw the picture of me with my grill in, but there's the picture of me with my grill in, and I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Like, I slouched down in the seat. The people like who knew me, they was turning around looking like, boy, that's you, boy, what the? And I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea. Like, but you got to understand how the general public would see that. It would just be like wearing grills in uniform, the audacity of him to do this. He's in a gang. That's not like, it didn't happen in my mind the way it came across, but it was what it was. I really was in there with my grill in. It was super embarrassing, right? But it was stupid. I'm not saying it would have cost me my career, but I did a lot of stupid stuff like that, throughout my career, until I got it right. When I got it right, I got it right. But, I did a lot of little stupid stuff like that internally it didn't seem like such a big deal, but they made it a big deal because, it was what it was. But, and I think that, like, not saying like a Ja Morant situation, that some of this stuff he shouldn't be criminally charged for. If he threatening people and all that, then yeah, cool. Should he lose some brand deals for doing certain things? Yeah. I don't know if riding around listening to music and doing that is a bad thing, because I've seen when the Miami Heat won the championship, I seen all them in the club saying nigga this, nigga that, fuck these hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen them doing this in the club after a championship, and they got them recorded, they hanging out, but it's their personal time. But people are recording them, LeBron, all of them up there, you know what I'm saying, going in. And nobody had an issue. Nobody had an issue. Now, they ain't had no guns, they weren't flashing no guns, but like, they was like, okay, niggas say niggas, like, it is what it is, but it's, when is this thing that is going on with Ja Morant going to start affecting us bigger, because I'm seeing regular people saying, oh, I can't believe this, he online. And like I said, it came to my son talking about one of his black teachers, or a teacher from his school who's black, having to pull video or pictures down of him and his guns before or either during his becoming a teacher there, because he might have lost his job for him. And it's like, wow, I don't understand. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm headed down here to get this. We got a new contract starting up. You know what I'm saying? We down here trying to get this money. And hold on. Let me read what y'all said. I never said those past incidents. Something to do with it. I was just telling you about it. Yeah, I know about those past incidents. The NBA might be keeping count. No, might nothing. No, might nothing. The NBA is definitely keeping track of everything Ja does. The NBA have their own spies. That's facts. That's facts, though. It's the optic, homie. Yeah. It's optic. But I appreciate y'all coming in. I'm just saying. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't know. Somebody need to explain it to me because some of this getting a little extra, man. You can't even ride down the street, listen to the music no more. Even though you register the gun, it's your gun, you're legal. As long as you're legal. Now if you're illegal with it, we got a problem. But, I don't know. Not threatening nobody in particular. Not threatening nobody's life. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. It's like, do you have a bit of reciprocation? No, I don't have it yet. I started working on it, but I'm trying to finish up my 8A certification before I apply for my my other stuff. It was just I started my 8A stuff. I'm right at the end I'm at like the last couple of steps. So I want to finish those, and then I was going to turn all that same stuff back in for my DVOSB, SDVOSB, Service Disabled Veteran Owned Small Business, SDVOSB, my veteran small business, all that. So I was going to go back and do that after I finished up my 8A stuff, because 8A is going to take longer anyway, but I was like right at the end. Working on yours now. Let's get it. Hey man, let's all get this money. This contract I'm headed down here to start up is an $845,000 contract, and but most of that, a lot of that is like material costs and stuff like that. Most of it is, it's gonna be really after materials and everything. It's like $309,000 is what we would have to pay the team to do the job, to get the job done. And like I said before, my takeaway is like $30,000 out of that. So, but yeah, it should take us 2 to 3 months to finish everything. So, anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man, and do not let these folks trick you into thinking you can't be you. Enjoy yourself. Just be safe and enjoy yourself.